Welcome back. This is LTC 05 in our long-term care predictability series. And today, we're going to lock the adjacencies and the flow separations that decide whether a facility runs smoothly or bleeds staffing time every day. This is not about preference. This is about providing three flows: staff flow, med flow, and clean versus dirty separation before you approve the layout direction. This is for operators, administrators, and directors of nursing, facilities teams, and development partners. These stakes are straightforward. If adjacencies are wrong, staff steps go up, response time goes up, and frustration, you guessed it, it goes up. If the med flow is friction heavy, med pass becomes a daily problem. If clean and dirty separation isn't designed intentionally, you create near misses and compliance stress. And if you discover these issues late, it becomes redesign, often with mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and door impacts. And if you don't discover them at all, they become an operational drag issue. So here's the predictable pattern. A plan looks fine on paper, but flows were never proven. Then operation begins and clinical leaders do a real walkthrough. And the problems appear. Repeated routes are too long, med pass routes are congested, and clean and soiled movements cross, and support spaces are in the wrong place. If it's early, you fix it cheaply. If it's late, you redesign with ripple effects. Today, we're going to grab those and we're going to move these discoveries to earlier in the process. By the end of today, you'll have 5 outputs and 3 flow maps, a short list of non-negotiable adjacencies, and a short list of no-go crossings and separations, notes from a peak moment walkthrough, and a go or no-go decision about whether the layout direction is safe to lock. This is the AFAM Matrix, the Adjacency and Flow Alignment Matrix. If you want to follow along, you can go ahead and pause it here and download it real quick. The rule is simple. If you cannot prove 3 flows in this worksheet, you should not lock a layout direction. This tool is designed to turn "it depends" into constraints your design teams can actually execute. Step 1 is defining your peak moment, the time when the building is the most stressed. This matters because a layout can look fine on a calm day and fail under this kind of load. Examples of peak conditions include med pass overlapping with meals and rounds, admissions, family visits, and shift change. Write your peak moment in 1 sentence. Then list your top 3 repeated routes, the routes that staff walk over and over every day. These repeated routes are where your building either protects staffing time or wastes it. For example, peak is breakfast plus med pass plus admissions activity. Then routes like med staging to resident rooms or clean supply to care areas, soiled, return to holding. You can kind of see how those all start to intertwine with each other. Step 2 is the staff flow map. Now, this is not every route. It's the 5 to 7 routes that happen every shift. For each route, we want to write the start and the end point, when it happens, what it supports, and where bottlenecks or risks appear. And also maybe what needs to be in between. Is there a way that we can operationally make that even more efficient? So here's what you're looking for. Repeated walking that doesn't add value. Routes that cross public circulation and places where congestion slows response. You see, staff flow is not a staff issue, it's a building issue. If the building forces long, interrupted, or congested routes, staff time disappears every single day. Step 3 is med flow. Med flow is one of the easiest places to create daily friction if you get it wrong. First, Check your med model. Is it centralized or decentralized, or is it a hybrid? There's no universally right answer, but there is a right answer for your staffing reality and your risk profile. Then document the med flow steps and routes, where meds are staged, how the pass route works, what interruptions occur, and where security needs to exist at a conceptual level. The goal is predictable med pass under real conditions. If med flow is unclear or uncontested, do not lock the layout, because med flow decisions will move walls and doors later. Step 4 is clean and dirty separation. This is where many projects accidentally create near misses every day. Identify how clean supplies move to care areas. Identify how soiled materials move back to holding. Identify waste and laundry movement. Then mark crossings and near misses. Any crossing that creates infection control risk or dignity issues is a no-go condition. This is not solved by reminders and policy. It's solved by design flows that don't require staff to fight the building. Now, step 5 turns your flow proof into constraints. This is the adjacency and separation list. For each item, write the spaces involved, the relationship, what must it be adjacent to, should it be nearer to it, or must it be separated, and the reason. This is where you produce your short list of non-negotiables. For examples, med station near primary pass routes, or clean supply near care zones without crossing soiled return, or soiled holding separated from dining and clean staging routes. If you can't write these in plain language, your flows aren't proven yet. Now we lock outputs and we make the decision. First, you confirm you have 5 to 10 non-negotiable adjacencies. And second, you confirm that you have 3 to 5 no-go crossings or separations. Third, confirm you've done a peak moment walkthrough on paper and identified where congestion occurs. And fourth, confirm that any open question that would change walls, doors, or mechanical, electrical, plumbing is assigned with a deadline. Then you make the call. Go or no go. If you're a no-go, it's not failure. It's risk management. It means that you've found the problems while they're still cheap. So let's recap. We defined the peak moment. We mapped staff flow. We mapped med flow. We mapped clean versus dirty separation. Then we translated those into non-negotiable adjacencies and no-go separations. And we made a go or no-go decision about the layout lock. Our next video is LTC 06. This is life safety and continuity, because life safety decisions are high ripple decisions. If you discover those constraints late, they can force major replans and disrupt everything downstream. If you want predictability, prove the flows before you approve the plan. Download the AFAM worksheet below, and we'll see you in LTC 06.